everybody, it's Chelsea of the Lit Sisters back again today for my TBR for February. So let's just hop right in. Because I had a sort of light reading month in January, I'm not going to plan a whole lot of books for February just because I don't know if I'm picking back on my reading speed or not. But I'm going to go ahead and plan for 5 books this month instead of the 4 that I read last month. The first book on my TBR is Stars Above by Marissa Meyer. This is a book that was in my most anticipated for 2016. I'm obviously super excited to read it. I've already started it. I've read the first 2 short stories in here and I'm already loving it. I will probably just sit and read the rest of this today. It's not a very long read. It's taken me like no time to read the first 2 short stories, so I'm sure I can just finish this up today. I'm very excited about it. If you don't know what it's about, it's a bunch of short stories set in the Lunar Chronicles world, and it's so far really, really good. I'm really liking them. So this is the first book on my TBR, which I will probably finish today. Next 2 books on my TBR are the final 2 books in the Infernal Devices trilogy, Clockwork Prince and Clockwork Princess. I really enjoyed the first book, Clockwork Angel. I'm very excited just to go ahead and finish up this trilogy. I really, really, really liked Clockwork Angel, and I've heard that it only gets better, so I'm very excited to finish Infernal Devices. And again, I just can't get over how good these books look on the shelf because of the spines. They're just so pretty. The next book on my TBR is Where Things Come Back by John Corey Whaley. This is a book I bought a while ago. I think it was in my October book haul. Way back when. I just haven't had a chance to pick it up. Since the rest of the books I'm reading this month are fantasy, I thought it would be a good thing to throw a contemporary book in here, and this one just sounds really interesting. This one sounds really interesting. I don't really know much about it aside from the little blurb on the back, which is, in the remarkable, bizarre, and heat-rendering summer before Colin Witter's senior year of high school, everything he thinks he understands about his small and painfully dull Arkansas town vanishes. His cousin overdoses, his town becomes absurdly obsessed with the alleged reappearance of an extinct woodpecker, and most troubling of all, his sensitive, gifted 15-year-old brother Gabriel suddenly and inexplicably disappears. As Colin navigates a summer of finding and losing love, holding his fragile family together and muddling his way into adulthood, a young, disillusioned missionary in Africa searches for meaning wherever he can find it. And when these 2 stories collide, a surprising and harrowing climax emerges that is tinged with melancholy and regret, comedy and absurdity, and above all, hope. So it sounds really interesting. I'm very excited to check it out. So this is the next book on my TBR. The last book on my TBR is going to come from the new magical TBR jar that me and my sister compiled this month. So we can go ahead and draw out of it. Alright, here we go. Read the first book in a series. So for my TBR jar, I drew read the first book in a series, and for that one I am going to read Terrier, the first book in the Becca Cooper series by Tamara Pierce. This is actually set in her Tortall world, which I've talked about before. I haven't really read anything in that world. And this is actually not the first series in that world. The first series set in that world that Tamara Pierce wrote is the Song of the Lioness Quartet. But this is like a prequel series to that. It takes place before that, so I feel pretty safe reading this. And I've had this book for a while. I haven't had a chance to read it, so it'll be interesting to check it out. And also, this book, which I think is awesome, is signed by Tamara Pierce. Look at that. It says, Chelsea, happy birthday, Tamara Pierce. My friend got this for me at like a convention or something, and Tamara Pierce was there and she had it signed for me, and I love her forever for it. And so I'm really excited to actually read this. I've been very hesitant to read Tortallverse just because there's so many books in it, but I feel it's appropriate now because I just finished reading all of the available books in the Emelonverse, so I guess I can take a crack at the Tortallverse and see how it pans out. So this is my TBR for February. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Heather will have a video up tomorrow. She is actually switching her day from Monday to Friday, so I will post normally on Wednesday. Sorry I didn't do it yesterday. I had a sickness and I couldn't really post anything. And Heather will post videos on Friday, and sometimes there'll be an extra bonus video flickered in throughout the week. Until tomorrow when you see Heather, happy reading!